Da-da. Hey everybody, welcome back to Messy Vegan Baker. Gosh, I haven't said that in so long. It feels so good. Oops, sorry. But it feels so good, and I'm very excited. It's good to be back. Let's see. Let me fill you in really quickly on what's been going on. So I had like one of the biggest mental breakdowns of my life. That was fun. And I started a new job, and that was crazy and fun, and everything's been different since. So if I don't get videos out consistently right now, I'm very sorry. Hopefully, my goal is to get them out as much as I can right now and then hopefully get a schedule where I can do this again. So hang tight, I promise I will get way more content out, especially for fall, hopefully, although time is really flying by. I don't know how we're almost to October. I swear it was like August 2 seconds ago, but okay. What is time? So yeah, let's get into it. Gosh, I'm so rusty. And I got this really fun magazine, kind of like the fall one I did last year. I got last year. I really like these because sometimes they just have good ideas. They might not have like the best recipes necessarily. But anyways, so today we're going to be making pumpkin patch rolls. But vegan, of course. So we're gonna do this one, this cute little thing. So I made the dough ahead of time and I stuck it in the fridge. Hopefully it's okay. It did proof a lot, so hopefully I didn't overproof it. We'll see. I'm kind of a mess, but it's fine. So we're gonna make vegan pumpkin patch rolls, and fun story. So I started following this recipe, except my dad has a really good rolls recipe, which you guys should check out because it's on my blog. I should make sure it actually makes sense. And so I was like, I'll follow this and see what happens. But there are certain things that I do because I know, like I put yeast in warm water and some sugar and you let it grow, and that helps to activate it and like give you live yeast instead of killing it. So I kind of ended up doing my own thing. Also, it says 2 eggs, except apparently you only make one. You put 1 egg in the dough, and I didn't realize that, and so I just put both of my flaxseed eggs in there. So we're gonna see how it turns out. I don't really know, thankfully. I'm not super concerned about it just because I know how to make the right consistency of dough, theoretically. So hopefully this all works out. I don't know. We'll see. If it doesn't, well, whoopsies. Might be. But anyways, without further ado, let's get baking. To make vegan pumpkin rolls, you are going to take 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, put it in a small bowl, add some lukewarm water, whisk that together until it is well combined, and set that aside to let it gel up. In another small bowl, put 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup of warm water in a bowl, then take a spoonful of sugar, helps the medicine go down, and mix that together, and then you're going to add in 1 packet or a spoonful of instant dry yeast, and make sure that is fairly wet and well combined. Then you're going to set that aside, and what that is going to do is create a perfect environment with a little bit of food for the beautiful little yeasts to grow, and that ensures that your dough will rise every time. In another bowl, a large bowl, you're going to add about 1/4 size of olive oil or whatever kind of oil you have, and spread that around a little bit just because this will be the bowl that you will put your dough in, and you want to make sure that it won't stick to the sides. So we just prep that ahead of time. And in your stand mixer, you are going to combine your vegan yogurt, your pumpkin puree, fresh or canned, your choice, vegan butter, and your hopefully by now gelled up vegan flaxseed, and mix until it is a smooth, homogeneous mixture, being sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl as needed to make sure everything gets incorporated. Also, once this does start to look well combined, like this texture right here, check the bottom of the bowl and also check the actual mixture to make sure that it's not too cold or too hot, because you're going to add the yeast in next, and if it's too hot, it's going to kill the yeast. If it's too cold, it's also going to kill the yeast. So once it's room temperature, then you can add in your yeast, combine that, and then while that's mixing, you can add in your spices. I just kind of measured them willy-nilly, so add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Again, you can kind of adjust these as you want, but that's what I recommend starting with. Add in 1/3 cup of brown sugar as well as a cup of flour. Let that mix in until it is well combined, and then add your 2nd cup of flour. let it combine, and then add another 3/4 cup of flour. At that point, you can see how thick the dough is. So for example, if it's still really sticky and it's kind of just blah and in the bowl, then keep adding flour like a 1/4 cup at a time, maybe a little bit less, until you start to see the dough pull away from the sides. At that point, you can take the dough and put it on a lightly floured work surface. Because I accidentally added a little too much liquid in some of it, I had to add a lot of flour for it to get to this consistency. So if it keeps sticking to your hands like it keeps doing to mine, don't panic, just put a lot of flour on it and just knead it. So take one end, fold it over, push it down, take another end, fold it over, push it down, and repeat until it is the right consistency, which means it is not sticking to your hands. You don't need flour anymore. It has a smooth texture, and when you form it into a ball and plop it onto the counter, it holds its shape for the most part, like this. Plop it into your oiled bowl, making sure to cover the entire surface of the dough so that it stays soft and doesn't form a layer of skin. And then cover it with plastic wrap or a towel and let it rise for an hour or until it has doubled in size. While your dough is rising, you can cut pecans or walnuts, whatever you want, in half and set them aside. This will be your little step. Once your dough has risen, punch it down. I don't remember why we do this, but we do. And then you can section it out into about 12 pieces, or depending on how big you want your rolls, you can do less pieces. Up to you. And then you're going to cut them apart, or cut the pieces. You know what I'm trying to say. Cut the dough into the pieces and then roll them into ball-like shapes and put them on your greased baking pan. Place your pecan or walnut halves into the top of the roll so that it looks like a stem, and then with kitchen shears, I didn't have any, so I washed regular scissors and used them, don't judge, and cut vertical lines all around the roll so that it kind of looks like the pumpkin shape. You know. And then bake in your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't forget to preheat that, lol. I promise my blog is way more succinct. And bake them for 12 to 15 minutes or until they're golden brown. Yeah, so I baked these yesterday and then I had to go. So now it's a new day. But they are here. I think they're beautiful. Part of me wants to make them again and make them in one day and not maybe overproof the bread. And then I also want to, I think I underbaked them, but the bottoms were crispy and golden and they were kind of dry, so I was like, meh. I also think I probably just needed more flour because the dough is still way too sticky when I was rolling them out. So a few issues there, but honestly, I don't make bread often enough to really be a pro. I just like kind of know stuff, but I still, you can know stuff, but you still have to like actually do it to get actual experience and kind of get that so you can gauge things properly. Use those instincts that you've built up. So yeah, I might make these again. I do the flavor's good. I think I would recommend either putting way less ginger or like 0 ginger. Maybe just put a ton of pumpkin spice in there. Maybe do like cinnamon. Oh, that's what I should do next time. Cinnamon and pumpkin spice, because the original recipe doesn't even call for spices except for salt. But I do like them. I think they're very cute and they're actually pretty easy to make. You just have to have scissors that cut you when you wash them, and then you just snip and they're really cute. So I'm not quite sure. That's the other thing. My walnuts burned, so I don't know. Maybe I can like put new ones on there. I don't know. Maybe I should cover them in tinfoil next time. That's a lot of effort. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely want to make these again, especially for Thanksgiving, because they are so freaking cute. And who would not love rolls, but actually look like pumpkin? It's cute. And then you could probably honestly do it with any bread you want. You want a sourdough bread? Do it with that, and then make it look all cute and pumpkin-y. So I will definitely have this recipe on my blog. The video and the blog might be a little different, but just know the blog is like where it really counts. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have any Thanksgiving or Halloween treats you always make, let me know in the comments. I'm kind of looking for inspiration. Also, if you have anything you want me to make or veganize, let me know. I will happily do it. And yeah, I I think that is it. And hopefully I didn't forget to say anything. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are really awesome and fun to talk to in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? You're missing out on some of the best comedic talents around. Oh my gosh, I forgot how I end my videos. I hope you learned something and or were entertained, and I will see all of you lovely humans next time. Wait, why did I say that weirdly? Okay, hold on. Next time. Why do I will see all of you lovely humans next time. Bye. It's pumpkin spice in case you couldn't tell. Cause we's bougie. Whee! Pumpkin spice coffee. I am addicted. I'll just do a voiceover for how these work, which doesn't matter to you guys, or I don't know. It doesn't, whatever. Moving on. Hopefully I didn't babble too much. Just kidding, I definitely did, but it's okay. Focus. And yeah. You know, and sometimes you're like, no, it's fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Except you're more like, I'm fine. And everyone's like, okay. Yeah. Anyways,